Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
I'm Neil, founder of Clay Room. When I found ceramics, I realized my calling was to give others the space to be creative. So I set out to open my own studio. Having a Chase Ink card has allowed us to grow it and bring people together. Now we're molding a creative community.
With the Chase Ink Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more with yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Well, only a few days to New Year's. And with us today is Senator George Borrello, who always gives us a reading on what's going on in New York State. And he's from Chautauqua County. And, well, George, Senator, give us your feeling of what the heck is going on right now. And we have 2026 to look forward to.
Well, that's true, John. And yes, and the people of Chautauqua County wish you a happy New Year. That's for sure. Well, look, we have certainly seen the shock of Elise Stefanik, suspending her campaign for governor, and I was wholeheartedly supporting her, but I also believe that Bruce Blakeman can be and will be our next governor. I think the people of New York State are yearning for real leadership, and in 2026, we're going to see that. We're going to see Albany now shifting to this battle between the socialists based in New York City, with Zoran Mamdani and his, incredibly expensive and fatal agenda that has to go through Albany. And we're going to see essentially the radical climate agenda that has to be reckoned with, because Democrats have legal troubles there and certainly economic troubles. Governor Kathy Hochul is listing back and forth like a ship in a storm. She's going from saying she's suspending the damaging all-electric buildings mandate because she's heard from labor unions and economists and builders saying that that New York State was going to be devastated by this, to signing a very controversial bill suspending what's called the 100-foot rule that would require natural gas companies to hook someone up that is looking for natural gas service that's within 100 feet of a natural gas line. And they're saying that this is going to save ratepayers money, which really is just a bunch of garbage, because the reason our electric bills are sky high is because of mandates out of Albany, and particularly when it comes to green energy.
Let me understand that. That means if you're 100 feet away from a major gas pipe, you're not allowed to hook it up, or you are allowed to hook it up?
Well, the utility company, the gas company, was required to hook you up for the last 40 years, required to hook you up at no charge, which was tremendous. It expanded the natural gas infrastructure. It made housing more affordable, heating our homes. Natural gas is still the cleanest and lowest cost, most reliable energy out there. The natural gas companies gladly hooked you up for free. Now, thanks to Governor Kathy Hochul and the Democrats, they're basically saying you cannot hook them up for free. When does the government ever tell any corporation?
In other words, if you want to get hooked up, they'll hook you up, but they're going to charge you.
That's right. And it's going to raise
how much do you think the charge is?
Well, right now it varies, but every estimate I've heard is it's going to raise the cost of a new build home in New York State on average about $14,000.
So does that mean who did the lobbying? Was it the utility companies that had to hook it up?
No, it's the radical environmentalists that are trying to destroy natural gas and other reliable forms of energy here in New York State. They went to the governor and said that they want to eliminate this. Again, under the guise of we're going to save ratepayers money, which I'd be damned if we see a gas bill go down as a result of this. But more importantly, this is about death by 1,000 cuts for natural gas. This is how they plan to destroy natural gas. The less people connected to natural gas means the less ability for the infrastructure to be maintained in a costly way. The only way that the Democrats in charge and the governor can make green energy look affordable is by making more reliable forms of energy, like natural gas, look unaffordable. And that's the plan here. And in a time when the governor is talking about affordability and a housing crisis, you're going to dramatically increase the cost of housing. I mean, it may be in downstate on Long Island or in New York City where the average price of a home is quite high, maybe $14,000 isn't so bad. But in my district, where we have people that routinely build modular homes, in the $100,000 to $200,000 range, adding $14,000 to the cost, can be devastating. And in some cases, it may be a decision between someone deciding to build a home or not build a home. So this is an anti-development agenda on the part of the governor, and she can't. Again, she doesn't know which way she wants to go. On one hand, she cancels the all-electric building mandate. On the other hand, she does this, which is devastating. So this is her desperate attempt to try to pretend she can play both sides.
Understand. What else is going? I guess Bruce Blakeman has one thing on being anti-green, but he is somewhat green, and we got to. I guess a lot of decisions have to be made in New York State which way the state goes.
Well, that's it. Look, John, I think there are a lot of people that subscribe to the all-above mentality, meaning we want to have a diverse portfolio that includes clean energy and nuclear power, as well as natural gas and so forth. But that's not the policy that Governor Kathy Hochul and the Democrats in charge in Albany have. That's not the position that they've taken. They are basically saying it's wind and solar or it's nothing. We just saw one of these battery storage facilities go up in flames in Orange County, up in the Hudson Valley. We're seeing. We just had stories of a school bus in a school district near my Senate district where the bus drivers are turning off the heat on these electric school buses, and otherwise they're not going to be able to make the entire route, and kids are freezing on the bus. So this is just a bunch of ridiculous mandates without any plans to achieve these radical goals. And it's time to restore that balance and common sense. All the above strategy is certainly better than the radical, pro-radical environmentalist strategy that Governor Hochul has embraced. And that's why I implore people to make Bruce Blakeman our next governor.
Well, thank you, George Borrello, Senator George Borrello. Thank you for your common sense, and let's catch up again real soon in the new year.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.